everybody. Welcome to Power Bob-omb. I'm your host, Fizz, and I'm with Alex. Wow, we did it.
It's like
We did
in
it.
a
We
row.
we didn't skip a week.
Yeah.
What a oh my goodness.
Who are we right now?
So, I know we've done it. I'm so proud of
This is
ourselves.
the epitome of everything we'll ever do. That's right, I said
Yeah,
epitome.
yeah.
You get out of here.
Well, it is very late on Saturday night. Well, later for you than it is for me, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's actually not that late. It's 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock respectively. Man, so how's your week?
Oh, just using broken stuff on Showdown.
That's right. So, if we have anybody who's not like an outsider fan of us, just maybe we have just wrestling fans out there. We're active in like the Pokemon competitive community, and Pokemon Sun and Moon came out and is a huge metagame shift. Very hyper offensive everywhere. It seems like.
Yeah, it's very interesting because no one knows what stuff does yet.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, you kind of look at it and you're like, oh, well, it's that kind of type. I guess I'll just try and do this to it. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter. And there's so many changes, not just with that, but with like megas, like their speed gives an effect instantly now. So like
Yeah.
some stuff's really good. Some moves got changed, and then some stuff got brought back down from Ubers, like Aegislash, Greninja, Hoopa, etc.
Genesect.
Genesect. They keep bringing it back. It's still broken.
Yep. It's still really good.
Yeah.
Oh man, have you played any of the actual game yet?
No, I'm getting it tomorrow.
Oh man, I just started. Not just I started today, or late last night. Pretty solid so far.
Oh,
A lot of story building.
interesting. There's some stuff
Yeah.
that I thought was gonna fall down from Ubers too that didn't. Darkrai I thought was gonna come back down,
Eh.
and I thought Mega Kanga was gonna come down.
Yeah, I think you'll see that stuff tested
Yeah, because
eventually. Like they can't. I don't think that you can just flood everything. Like that's not how you build a metagame.
I I know, but they did.
No, I think they were responsible with it. I think you're gonna see like a wave of stuff. Like this will be like the first wave, and look like, okay, well this stuff will stick, this stuff won't. All right, here's another wave. Okay, that stuff will stick, this stuff won't, and we'll just see what happens from there. Like I imagine that's how it will go.
It's just tough because some of the stuff that just is just joining is broken as heck.
Yeah, well,
Like some of those Ultra Beasts. Anyway,
such is competitive games, man. You know, like any game you like Magic, like there's always like something that you're like, oh, dude, this fucking thing's broken. There's always something.
that's fair. I mean, there's always going to be top tier stuff. That's how it works.
Yeah, and like, and who knows? Like in a month, it might not be broken because someone might figure out the meta a bit more. You know, there's tech moves. You know, anything can happen, man. Anything can happen.
Well, I'm thinking of that bug that's like, I don't remember what it's called. I got to pull it up.
No, you don't.
Whatever.
The one that has tail glow and that can two-hit KO a Blissey with T-Bolt. I know.
No, I'm thinking about Ferris something or other.
Oh, yeah, that one. That one's a glass cannon, though.
Yeah, but it gets rapid spin too. Like what?
Oh, okay. Good luck rapid spinning with
It
it.
gets 137 in both attacks. It gets stab U-turn, stab high jump kick, roost U-turn. It's good.
I haven't had a problem with it yet.
Well, the
actually.
thing is, its ability, Beast Boost, its highest stat is raised by one if it KOs something. So you automatically just get +1, probably speed. Yeah, it gives base 151 speed. So I guess you don't even need to run Jolly.
Yeah. Well,
Because if you run Adamant, you get a kill. It's basically, you get +1 attack. Or
hey, Choice Banded Lycanroc Accelerock does 90% to it, guaranteed.
yeah, because it's a glass cannon, but it doesn't care.
I'm just saying, like, dude, it's like it's not that bad.
I got the E-Speed Genesect though.
Yeah, man. Well, Scarf Genesect kills it. every time.
Garth Jennings kills everything.
Yeah. Well, enough about that. Let's talk about some wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, here is what I gathered from, well, actually, let's just go right into the card, and we'll talk about it as we go. So, we got the Brian Kendrick versus Kalisto for the Cruiserweight Championship. If Kalisto wins, he takes the entire Cruiserweight division over to SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
He wins like 20 people if he wins.
Yeah.
Not only does he win the belt, but he owns the Brian Kendrick and 19 other guys. Oh, man. So who do you got in this match?
Brian Kendrick.
Really?
Yes.
May I share some inside baseball with you?
Yeah.
Because this might affect your pick. Did you hear about 205 Live?
Yes.
So the thing with 205 Live is they're going to be taping that on Tuesdays before SmackDown.
Yeah, it's fine.
Now.
Brian Kendrick.
All right.
Because here.
So I think logistically that they're going to want the Cruiserweights on SmackDown so they don't have to have them pay for the, like, they don't have to travel 2 days in a row, wrestle 2 days in a row. You know, all this stuff. Think logistically, they want the belt on Kalisto so the Cruiserweights can go to SmackDown. I'm picking Kalisto to win.
Okay, I see that, but I think it's too early to have Brian Kendrick lose after people are behind him. Kalisto is definitely not someone you want with the belt. It's Kalisto. I mean...
What's wrong with Kalisto? He is former U.S. champion.
Yeah, and you literally talked bad about that reign last time. Shut your mouth.
Because it was bad.
That's, you know why it was bad? Because they were carrying the title.
Well, it's because they didn't know what to do with him. But, you know, maybe he'll flourish in the Cruiserweight division.
I also don't like the fact that they're just, like, throwing the whole division in there, the title. It seems like Raw doesn't care about it, which makes...
They don't.
Even so, it's so shitty of them to just make that.
Yeah. I honestly think it was a last-minute change to legitify this move that they want to make.
I also, because of 205 Live, don't think they're going to get rid of the Cruiserweights, because then 205 Live gives SmackDown the ability to have Cruiserweights on there, so Raw still needs Cruiserweights of their own.
No, they don't. Why?
Because they have 3 hours to fill.
Oh, well, I have a counter to that argument. But we'll get there.
Don't have it be 3 hours? I agree.
Well, no. Well, that's not happening. I think, you know, honestly, if I didn't know about 205 Live being taped on SmackDown days before SmackDown, I think I would probably go with you and pick Kendrick. But I'm going to go with this play. I'm going to pick Kalisto. Because I think logistically that's what they want to do. They want to move the Cruiserweights over.
I'm picking Kendrick because of a different title match later.
Okay. So speaking of a different title match, The Miz.
Yeah.
It's not. So okay, man. Oh man, The Miz versus Sami Zayn for the IC belt.
Yeah.
Stipulation is nothing really. If Sami Zayn wins, the IC belt goes to Raw.
Yeah. So I have The Miz winning this one.
Oh wow.
Through disqualification. Now. Here's how goofy in my head this works. Dolph Ziggler runs in.
No.
And disqualifies Sami Zayn. Because, now, it sounds stupid. He
wants revenge?
Yeah, because he wants to get a chance at the title. Here's the thing, is if he goes after Miz, Sami Zayn gets the title and it's over, right? Basically. So, like, he doesn't get a shot at it. So he wants to keep it on SmackDown. And then that'll give Sami Zayn fuel to be like, listen, I didn't get a legit shot. And Sami Zayn comes over to SmackDown.
I think that's pretty legitimate. I'm going to disagree.
Naturally. You have Sami Zayn winning here because here's the thing with these two matches.
Yes.
They have to flip. They can't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's really it. And okay, there's multiple layers actually. So I think because of the 205 Live thing that they will move cruiserweights over to SmackDown. I think you don't want three men's titles on SmackDown. It's a 2-hour show. You can't fit all that in.
Yeah.
Plus the women's belt, plus tag teams. It's too much. It's too much for the modern era of how wrestling TV works. Right?
I agree.
So I think that they're going to move the IC belt to Raw and have 3 titles on Raw. The 3 titles they want to have on Raw. 3 titles that they think people care about on Raw. I also think that they flipped the title to Miz because they didn't want Ziggler to lose a big match again. And so they had him get screwed out of the IC belt. And so Zayn can win it from Miz. Miz, they figure, probably won't get hurt, but they think that Ziggler is on such thin ice all of the time because people are so, they know about Ziggler and they just know that no one backs him. So like anytime that he takes like a little dip, it's like, oh, we've lost interest again because we've seen this before. And I think that they'll elevate Miz and Ziggler to the world title on SmackDown. And I think you'll start seeing stuff like that. So I got Sami Zayn winning the IC belt.
Mm-hmm. And that there's nothing in there that I look at and be like, that's stupid. Because,
Right.
again, on one hand, SmackDown doesn't really have a very good mid-card right now. That's why I'm bringing Sami Zayn over to like make it a solid mid-card.
Right.
Because they basically treat Roman like a world champion. So, like,
Yeah.
the IC would be the mid-card title type belt.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see it doing a lot of good on Raw. It's just that I think SmackDown's going to want to keep the IC belt.
Yeah, I mean, and especially in your scenario where Kendrick wins and there is no other belt on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So I think that they might treat the cruiserweights kind of as like the pseudo mid card and just kind of elevate their mid carders up a tier because their mid card is pretty strong if you really look at it. It's just the fact that the roster is small. You know, like the Miz is
The Miz and Ziggler are really good. I'm not sold on Baron Corbin. And Apollo Crews and Kurt Hawkins are bad.
Yeah, but they're not mid card. I don't even think they're mid carders.
Yeah, they only have 2 mid-carders on SmackDown.
The Miz and Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone else is up a tier, and they just elevate these 2 dudes, and then you have people beat up on Apollo Crews and Kurt Hawkins and Jack Swagger.
I think it gets too crowded at the top at that point. Because they're going to want to bring Baron Corbin up.
Well,
and I think
I mean, you could have other feuds. It doesn't always have to be about the title, you know?
Well, like I said, I think...
I mean, like, at this point, I feel like The Miz and Ziggler are beyond a title at this point. They don't need a title for this feud to continue. I don't know if... I mean... Actually, no, I don't care. They always put on great matches. I could see them, like, continuing a feud on.
Yeah, but that's what I said about Ziggler and Baron Corbin.
No, no one said that.
WWE said that, so we were forced to accept it.
Look, they ended it because he got kicked in the nuts. So that's how you end feuds as adults in a wrestling corporation.
Yeah. But I just think Baron Corbin is going to need like a mid-card title reign a little bit to help him bring up like fully. And so they're going to need...
Maybe.
They're going to need like that.
What if you just have them squash cruiserweights?
Like 4 at a time.
Yeah. You just start squashing like Grand Metalik and stuff. It might be kind of cool.
Well, then that does the exact opposite of what you want to do with the cruiserweight. Elevate the division. And Baron Corbin just comes in and goes...
I don't know, like... I think you can put Baron Corbin with some dudes and elevate him still. Like, you could put him in a feud with somebody. Like, I don't know, you put him in a... Like, Bray's not going to win anyway. You put him in a feud with Bray Wyatt, and you could elevate him that way.
Go to Kendrick and yell, "Go back to New Japan!"
Yeah, maybe.
Go back to Ring of Honor.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. I mean, the best part of that was
Wasn't from
the fact that Apollo Crews never ever wrestled in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, that's why I have no idea if Brian Kendrick was in New Japan. I just wanted to yell something.
Yeah, I would venture to guess that he did a tour there or two. So let's move on to the 3 Survivor Series matches. Which one do you want to lead off with?
The women.
Okay, we got Team Raw with Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, Bayley.
Hey, what's a Bailey?
Got Nia Jax and Alicia Fox
Okay.
versus Team SmackDown, Nikki Bella, Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Carmella, and Naomi.
Who do you got?
Let's see. Hold on, I gotta think about it.
Okay.
I think I got Team Raw.
I agree.
I think Team Raw has got easily the stronger roster.
Yeah, they have, even their 4 is better than.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, even if you cut out Alicia Fox, I'd be like, yeah, Team SmackDown or Team Raw still.
Because
Well, Nia Jax is a monster.
she's gonna get like count
Right?
out if she gets eliminated. She's not gonna take a pin.
Yeah, she's gonna get like carried away beating somebody up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe she gets carried away beating up Alicia Fox.
Yeah. Doesn't give a fudge. Yeah, and then SmackDown, they have all those feuds thrown in there together. And while Raw has the Raw has the feuds of like Charlotte and Sasha Banks and Bayley, kind of. I feel like their history with like the 4 horsewomen will give them some sort of like, hey, let's go out right now and just put on a show and be a team for once, kind of, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that working. Like at some point, they just kind of like they throw up the hand gesture, right? And they're just like, all right, yeah, you're right.
And they just beat
let's
the
get
crap
this.
out of Becky.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be great. I would buy that a lot. I mean, I don't have a lot of like analytical analysis for this particular match. I just think Team Raw will win. It'll probably be a decent match.
Yeah, it'll probably be okay.
I think as it goes on later, it'll get better.
Yeah, because you're gonna weed out.
You're gonna trim the fat, and then it's
Yeah.
gonna be like, all right, this is pretty good.
Alicia's gonna go bye-bye.
Yeah.
Carmella's gonna get eliminated right away. Nia Jax is gonna fight some people, and then you're gonna get to actual wrestling with Alexa.
Oh man,
And
I bet you they have Nia Jackson against Alexa Bliss.
that sounds terrible for Alexa.
I know, but you like to get that contrast, and you go like, oh my god, like because
And Alexa.
Alexa's really small, but like you don't really notice a ton against everyone else.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna get that with Nia Jax.
She's little. And she's
Yeah.
probably the like 4th or 5th best wrestler between this lineup.
I mean, I think top 4 is easily Bayley, Banks, Flair, Lynch.
Yeah, well, it's I flip back between Alexa and Lynch over these past couple weeks because I've been enjoying Alexa a lot.
Okay, but I think we can agree that hands down Becky Lynch is a better wrestler.
Probably true, I guess. Alexa's a better talking.
Yeah, I like Alexa more,
Okay,
but
yeah. I mean, Bayley, Sasha, and Charlotte are the best 3 individuals. Like, no, without a doubt.
yeah. Then I think it's probably Becky, Nikki, Alicia, Nia, Naomi, Bliss, Carmella. That's my rankings.
You have Alexa second to last wrestling?
Yeah, she's not that great.
I like her a lot. I disagree.
I love her. Don't get me wrong. I just don't. She's not that great of a
I
wrestler.
think she's a great one.
Is all I'm
I think
saying.
she's a good wrestler.
Like in ring work is not super good.
I think
She's probably above Nia Jax. Actually, she's probably third worst.
Nah.
There's a lot. Okay, these women are all really good. Aside from Carmella, they're all pretty good.
Yeah.
Carmella's bottom. Nia Jax is next, and then probably Bliss.
Be good.
Alicia Fox is a good wrestler. She just has a shitty gimmick and has probably been around too long. been around too long doing the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways,
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Team Raw
Team Raw.
for both of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tag team.
Tag team. We have Team Raw is the New Day, Enzo and Cass, Gallows and Anderson, Cesaro and Sheamus, and the Shining Stars because they
Bought it from
Bought-
the Truth.
they traded a timeshare for it.
Yeah.
Versus Team SmackDown, the Red Rhino, Slater and Rhino, I should probably American Alpha, the Usos, the Hype Bros, and Breezango.
Yeah, boy.
All right, who you got?
Team SmackDown. Team SmackDown Live. I am that real. New Day can eat the loss easily. Enzo and Cass can. I think Carl and Anderson and Gallows are going to do some stuff that's going to screw everybody else over. Sheamus and Cesaro obviously don't get along well, so that's easy for them. And then Shining Stars, they're just happy to be there. For the other side, I think American Alpha or gosh, people are really digging the Hype Bros, and I'm uncomfortable why. So I can't just
because look, man, they don't get hype. They stay hype.
So I think
You know it, bro.
American Alpha is going to be the last team standing, or Hype Bros, one of those two. So I think
Wow.
SmackDown's going to win it.
Wow.
Right? How crazy is that?
That is crazy. I am picking Team Raw.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, individually, like across the board, you average out their ratings, and Team Raw wins. I think you got the better teams, the more cohesive units. Well, maybe SmackDown has the more cohesive units, but like, I think you got experience and talent on the Raw side, and
I think SmackDown needs it.
you did see Gallows and Anderson work with Enzo and Cass a little bit, even though they teased them at the end when they were getting a pinfall on Raw. I don't know if you saw that, but
Paul Anderson and Luke Gallows are going to flip to SmackDown and join AJ. Easy. All the flips.
So I'm gonna take Team Raw, and I have logic behind it also. But we'll get to that next.
People are just going to listen to my logic and be like, this guy's crazy.
I have no Raw. I mean, my logic is that I think, and we'll just jump right into it. I think that Team SmackDown is winning the men's one.
Okay.
And let's go through who is in it. It is for Team Raw: Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Braun Strowman. Versus Team SmackDown: AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, and Shane O'Mac. The killer, Shane O'Mac.
All right, talk about it.
Super Shane.
The man without fear.
Okay, so they had a brawl on Raw.
Yeah.
And I forget who it was. I think it was like Bray or Randy or some. They couldn't take down Braun Strowman, but Super Shane clotheslines him out of the ring. Super Shane.
I'm so disappointed.
So I have Team Raw winning the other two, and I have SmackDown winning the big one. And I think it seems like they're weighted. Like the tag team and the women's one are worth a 0.5 point, and this one's worth a whole point.
Oh.
And that's 50-50 booking, and that's how they do it.
Oh yeah?
That's what I'm talking about.
Huh?
That's how I got it.
I have SmackDown.
Plus they have the
winning
best.
this one again.
Plus they have the best wrestler in the world.
I have SmackDown winning this one again, though. Oh shit!
Oh, you have SmackDown 3 times?
Twice. Raw.
Oh no, you picked Raw for women.
Yeah. Okay, so I have SmackDown winning this one, and
Okay.
I'm feeling like Dean Ambrose is gonna be the last one standing. They're gonna have some sort of like Shield action in there, where it's like weird. I'm really looking forward to how they play out the Braun Strowman Bray Wyatt thing. Like, I just imagine Braun comes
Yeah.
in and Bray just gonna fucking laugh at him and just walk away and totally no sell him and tag someone else in because that'd be hilarious to me.
I mean, that does sound like him. Like something he would do. He would do his laugh and then tag in Randy Orton.
Yeah. So that's what I have. SmackDown men winning that one too.
Yeah. Yeah. There would definitely be, I think, some cool Shield stuff. I mean, there has to be.
It might be the final three.
Yeah, could be. Could be.
And I
Um,
think this might will be interesting to see the Jarrett KO thing. See if that'll kick off maybe a quick feud between those two. We keep talking about
yeah.
it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, who knows when that's going to break? I mean, Jericho's baby facing it on Raw pretty hard. He put, what, 3 things on the list?
Yeah.
And he was on the list denial shit for a while. He was saying that you don't even deserve to be on the list to some people. Oh, I mean, that could be the seed right there. Now, do you want to tell me how Roman Reigns is going to flip heel in this match?
Oh yeah, he's flipping heel at every pay per view. He's always gonna flip heel. Okay, how does he flip heel? Um,
So, can I tell you what I heard today? And this
backstabs
is
Seth Rollins somehow. He pulls up the chair,
Yeah.
the chair shot, and that's what any
so.
feud.
So what I was listening to a wrestling podcast today, and the person proposed that Seth Rollins would have to will have to convince Roman to trust him because they've had all this past animosity, and Seth is trying hard to be a good dude. He's like, Roman, my bro, we're on the same team now.
Brewski.
And your shield, and he'll put out his fist. You do the shield thing, and then eventually Roman won't trust him, and Roman will turn on him, and that's how he becomes heel. And it was just it it just I'm exhausted of people going every pay-per-view, oh well, they could do this with Roman Reigns, and that's how they finally get him heel. No, it's not happening. They don't want him heel. It's not happening ever. I don't think ever. I've lost faith in it. I've lost faith in it.
Yeah,
It's never happening. He's never going to be heel. He's always going to be this weird baby face who smirks a lot. Just this weird, creepy smirk.
yeah. It's
It's bullshit, Alex.
no. I've experienced the same moments.
Yes. There is one more match if you're ready to move on.
Oh, we both know that his last match is going. Like,
The last match is a dream match. It is the rematch. The rematch of a dream match. Twice in a lifetime. Brock Lesnar versus Bill Goldberg. Who you got?
Brock Lesnar. No way he comes back just to drop to Goldberg.
You don't think Goldberg, a one and done superstar at this point, is gonna beat Brock Lesnar?
No, I think he loses, and then he might come back for WrestleMania and get a win.
That is certainly something I've heard thrown about, and I think is pretty possible. I know it. I think at this point he's only scheduled for the one match, so it's likely that this could be it. But you never say never in wrestling, right? Because anything can happen. That's how we ended up with Goldberg Lesnar too, when the last one was such a fucking disaster.
It was a dream match.
Huh?
It was a dream match.
It's a dream. Oh yes, you're right. It's a dream match. I forgot. Sorry. Twice in a lifetime dream match. No one remembers that like the first 15 minutes of WrestleMania 20 in this dream match where they just didn't touch the whole time.
Match so nice, we saw it twice.
God. Do you think this one will be better?
It
though?
has to be. Like, I guess I don't understand the question.
Yeah, well, that's fair. I think this one might be good because Brock Lesnar's style is cooler now. Goldberg has been on fire. I think you see everything you want to see in this match. You probably see a spear. You probably see a jackhammer. You will definitely see suplexes and an F5
From the
for sure.
trade finishers for like 12 minutes.
Yeah. Who hits a finisher first?
Oh, Goldberg
Side
finisher
bet.
first.
Yeah, I would say the same. I think how cool would it be if the match, the bell ring, spear, jackhammer, kick out, F5, pick him up, F5, pick him up, F5, kick out, jackhammer, kick out, F5, kick out, jackhammer, spear,
Trade finisher
kick
for
out,
12 minutes. That's all I want to see.
and then
Suplex.
42 German suplexes until Goldberg is literally dead.
And then like a super jackhammer off the top rope.
Fantasy book it. No. They climb the jumbotron and they do a jackhammer off the jumbotron
Oh no.
onto the stage.
They both just use their
And,
massive
and Brock Lesnar literally just explodes like a watermelon, and Gallagher's throwing a hammer.
They both just use their massive leg muscles and jump straight through, breaking through the atmosphere into bars. And there's there's a camera following all the way around, and they just F5 and jackhammer each other into zero gravity. And
Yeah, they're both wearing GoPros, right?
and you slowly see them fade farther and farther away, and then a little twinkle, and then there's no resolution. For they are so equally matched and are the greatest fighters of our generation that frankly we don't deserve to know the outcome.
I think after that, 3 years later, they start to grow and evolve, and they become 50-foot giants.
And Goldberg comes
And
back with
they're
hair.
still fighting. They're still fighting. They didn't have a chance to shave or get a haircut because they never stopped fighting for 3 entire years. Goldberg has a Hogan-esque horseshoe.
No,
And,
not just 3
and
years.
Brock Lesnar has a Viking beard. And not only are they still trading finishers, but now they're stealing finishers too.
No, not.
And then,
They
and
only saw it
then,
back at WrestleMania 50.
and this is the finish. Are you ready? They simultaneously are fed up, and they just reach for each other's throats and just choke each other out until their heads both explode at the same time, and then they fall in the middle of the ring, and Brock's right arm falls on top of Goldberg's body, and Goldberg's left arm falls on top of Lesnar's body, and the ref, who had not left the ring but has been sent airdrop supply meals for 3 years, and he's not slept. He counts to 3, and he rings the bell, and he says, "This contest ends in a draw."
No. They're fighting until WrestleMania 50. They're both huge as hell. Well, spoiler.
Yeah.
So were the Brothers of Destruction. They come in double pile.
Oh my goodness. So Kane and the Undertaker come in, and they're equally as tall. They're all 100 feet tall. And you're saying they give them tombstone pile drivers, and do they call a DQ after that?
No.
Is the DQ finish?
The world thanks our two heroes, the babyface Undertaker and the babyface Kane, for
Is this corporate Kane?
no, it's Demon Kane. Because
Oh,
corporate
okay.
Kane and insurance Kane can't handle this.
Okay.
So then the world thanks our two heroes, for our world would have been just consumed in the ongoing bloodbath that is the fight of a lifetime.
And then the literal gates of hell open up from underneath WrestleMania 50, and Satan himself
Congratulations, Kane.
comes through the underlord, or I mean the underworld, and he gives an impassioned speech about how he'll He'll see everybody at WrestleMania 100 when he finally takes on God in an Extreme Rules match where anything will go.
But
It's a hardcore scaffold match. And it will take place in God's hometown of the heavens, and then he takes Lesnar and Goldberg down to hell, and then presents Kane and The Undertaker with sheriff and deputy badge, respectively. You see, he does value Kane slightly higher and makes him sheriff. This upsets Undertaker immensely, obviously. And The Undertaker's, it says, hey, trade me, I'm older. And Kane says, no, he picked me. We can't just trade. He gave me this job. You can't do that. And so Undertaker, he takes out a literal tombstone and slaps his brother across the face with it, starting World War 49.
yes, because Kane is the devil's favorite demon, and the thing about that is, for WrestleMania 100, the devil in his teardown of God, he reminds the world that God is 0-1 in wrestling matches, as he lost when he tagged with Shawn Michaels versus Vince McMahon.
You're correct in saying that. I have nothing further to add.
I don't think there anything is possible to add to make it any better, for we have reached the apex of storytelling.
I do believe so. This is the top tier of fantasy booking that we have reached here
Meltzer would
on
give
Power
it
Bob-omb.
50 stars. He literally would give it 50 instead of 5.
Yes, he would. Dave Meltzer. Now, the real swerve of all of this is that when the heavens open and God descends upon Earth, it is in fact Dave Meltzer, and he does give us an exceptional 50 stars out of 5 for having booked all of this.
He was
He
worth
says,
10.
he says, thank you, my sons.
This match was so transcendent, it was worth 10 perfect matches. Yes.
Yes.
Book it, WWE.
And then with a wink and a nod, he ascends back to the heavens to prepare for WrestleMania 100. Spoiler: Devil's Vince Russell. Oh,
No.
yeah, topical.
Not surprised.
Yeah. So you heard it here first on the Power Bob-omb. So if you would like to check in, and well, first we got to get to WrestleMania 50, so that's going to be 17 years. So check in with us in 17 years and see if we were right.
Let us know.
Yeah. And then in 67 years from that, you can let us know about WrestleMania 100.
Yeah.
So we both have Brock Lesnar winning?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
All right, so we have 3 different matches, which is 9.
Yeah, I think that's solid.
And I'm +1 right now. So,
Yes.
theory, after tomorrow, I'll be +4.
No. You will not be.
Oh,
I, in fact, will be up 2.
probably. I mean, all your matches make sense.
In all fairness, I think that yours do too.
Yeah, well, here's the thing is we'll find out very early how it's going to go. Because either the Cruiserweights or the Sami Zayn match will be on first, so we'll know the winner of the other one.
Yeah. You know what would be a trip if they put Goldberg and Lesnar on first?
Yeah, the pre-show.
They're just like, you know what? This would be a great way to wake up the crowd. Don't want to take away from our 3 Survivor Series matches. You know what? I honestly think that they go Survivor Series match. No, wait. Survivor Series, that. Yeah, I think they start off with a Survivor Series match, probably the tag teams, and then they do one of the championships, then the women, then one of the championships, then the men, then finish with Brock and Goldberg.
Yeah, and they'll have some garbage thrown in there.
Yeah, what do you think? A pre-show something?
Yeah, a couple pre-show matches. I can't.
Luke Harper versus
Neville.
All right, I'd watch that. Sounds like a good match.
Yeah.
Where is Neville on Raw?
Yes.
Oh, he's not a cruiserweight.
Nope.
He should be.
Yep.
I wonder if they send him over too, just because.
No, SmackDown's gonna win all these things, and they're just gonna draft him.
All right. So, and nothing really is at stake except for the titles.
Yeah, weird.
It's just bragging rights. That's fun.
Well, the entire division is at stake.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like for like the Survivor Series matches, like there's nothing happens.
Well, no, there's drafty thing.
No, they haven't said anything about it.
I swear it's gonna happen.
Dude, I watched everything, and nothing's come up. I know they teased maybe trading, but other than that, they haven't said anything.
All right, man.
I watched the State of the WWE address, which was fun. It was a fun watch. I suggest I suggest everyone watch it. You should watch it too. At one point, Daniel Bryan and Mick Foley started arguing about not Survivor Series, what they were supposed to be talking about, but about their respective careers. And at one point, Mick accuses Daniel Bryan for not loving his job, which he doesn't, and he wished he was wrestling, and if he could, he would be, but he's under contract and can't be. And Mick was saying something about, well, I love this job and blah, blah, blah. And Daniel Bryan was like, but wait, when you had this job before, you quit and you wrestled at TNA.
Hey!
When they didn't let you wrestle anymore, you quit and went to go wrestle. It was great.
That's pretty funny.
It was really great to see. And Stephanie McMahon, King of Burials,
Yeah, of all time.
didn't bury anybody because she was trying to get the show back on track the whole time.
Dude, her marriage.
And Shane McMahon was being a dick the whole time because Mick Foley was trying to say something nice about Stephanie, and Shane just went. It's like the most childish. Oh man, it was great. It really was a fun watch. If you can find it, you should watch
watching Total Bellas?
I watched all of Total Bellas, yes.
Now, how much fun was the John Cena, Daniel Bryan dynamic?
Oh god, it's so cringy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, they didn't spend like a whole lot of time with each other. You didn't really get a whole lot of it. I was looking forward to a lot more Johnny Ace than I got, which was sad. Turns out he's just kind of a good dude.
Yeah, but is he as good as Deke Stokes?
No, no one's good as Deke Stokes. My friends call me the Spence. We ponging it. Deke Stokes might be my favorite thing to ever come out of wrestling.
No, he's not.
I think he might be.
The Shinsuke Nakamura gif you retweeted earlier today is.
I don't know. Deke Stokes is so good.
He was on.
Look, I could be in the worst of moods. And if someone went like, hey, watch this, and it was the Deke Stokes clip, I would be so happy.
What's your favorite part about that skit where Nikki throws it in his face?
No, that's like my least favorite part.
Yeah.
I think just my favorite part is just him coming out and just his introduction. He's like, "What's up? Deke Stokes, my friends call me the Spence. We ponging it?"
And cup, losers walk.
Yup.
I watched
Suckers walk. It's so good. It's so
I'm
good.
gonna send it to you in the chat.
I wish that there were more Deke Stokes in the world. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that right after we end this, and I'm gonna have a great time.
You want to watch it together? Oh my god!
Oh, we want to break down the Deke Stokes.
Well, it's all the competition. It's all of them.
Oh God. I figured out a way to do that, but it would require a lot more setup than I'm willing to do on the fly right here.
That's fine.
But for the future, I think we can do more live review of matches if we want to do that. But I think for our Survivor Series preview prediction show, I think we're pretty good wrapping it up here.
Yeah, I think.
All right. One last thing before we end it. Survivor Series 2016. Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle. What do you got? What do you think it's gonna be?
It's got such great potential, and that's so dangerous because on one hand, I want them to write it well, but on one hand, I can see it just going super badly, just so quickly. like,
I really agree with you that there's a lot of potential on this card. I hate the fact that there are 3 Survivor Series matches. I think that's way too many. I think 1 is good.
what is the
And I understand you got a women's division, so maybe 2 at most, but like 3 is a lot.
I don't like the tag team one. That's too many things.
It just, I look at this card and I get tired. Just just looking at the card. I'm like, man, that is a long show. And it starts earlier. It's starting at 4. So
Yeah, I do not envy people going there. I'm just like, you're gonna be exhausted, man.
hey, I can tell you from experience. I went to WrestleMania 32 1, and that was truly an exhausting experience.
What's WrestleMania though? On what? That's like the big thing.
Yeah, it was cool. Rusev came out on a tank. I got to see Daniel Bryan win the IC belt. I got to see Rusev in a tank.
Is that?
I got to see Undertaker come out in the daytime, which was not fun at all. And then Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank was incredible.
Is that when New Day came out of cereal box?
No, that was last year. I went to the year before that.
Oh, so New Day had the like.
New Day wasn't even there.
Oh, what?
Yeah. The tag teams were on the pre-show, and it was Tyson Kidd and Cesaro versus the Usos and maybe 2 other tag teams.
That sounds gross.
Yeah. Oh, that was also the Orton-Rollins match where they did the Super RKO.
Where he caught him.
Yeah.
Jacked the guy.
Yeah. That was a good time.
Where they never did it successfully in practice.
Yeah, they didn't practice at all. They're just like, oh, let's do it.
Randy at first like, no, I don't want to.
Oh, no, the New Day was there. So it was Tyson Kidd Cesaro versus the New Day, Los Matadores, and the Usos.
Yeah.
But I think this was before the New Day, like,
Had the record.
face turn. They weren't the champions. Tyson Kidd and Cesaro were.
Gotcha.
This is when they were heels at that time.
Yeah, it's fine. They're the same act. It's just that people cheer him now.
Yeah. Oh, and Triple H versus Sting. How could I forget that?
Gross. All right.
That was a debacle.
Anyway, before we keep rambling, this has been
This is a great show.
Bob-omb.
Yeah, this is Power Bob-omb. Thank you for listening. If you want to, so earlier today I was on another podcast. It was called Canto Cast, and that's going to be out next week. So if you're listening to this before Survivor Series next week, you can catch me on another podcast if you wanted. You can find me on Twitter at YoFizz, and if you wanted to engage with us and ask any questions that you'd want to hear us discuss in long form, you can ask it on Twitter, and I'll get back to you.
Yeah. Same with me, Alex Lane 42.
Yeah. Also, real quick, I ran a poll. I forgot that I wanted to talk about this.
Oh, yeah, the best wrestler in the world. I saw that.
Yeah. So I wrote AJ Styles, Kenny Omega, or other. And so far, right now, 50% of people said AJ Styles. 19% of people said Kenny Omega. And 31% of people said other. And no one has told me who they would pick besides those two.
I said other.
Santino Marella does not currently wrestle.
Okay, fine. William Regal.
Does not currently wrestle.
He's the greatest thing in wrestling right now. I just want to hear him announce every match. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Samoa Joe.
He's got a great voice. He does. So I just thought that was interesting. I asked a follow-up question which no one really answered, and I think it's a valid one. Is if people didn't vote for Kenny Omega, do they know who Kenny Omega is, or have they seen him work? Because I think that he's the best right now.
Nah.
Dude, he's on fire.
You know who the best is right now?
Dude.
Roman Reigns. That's what WWE told me is the best.
This has been Power Bob-omb, and we'd like to thank you for listening. Bye, everybody.